Hello, it's week 1, 2022 of FRC build season for Rapid React, sponsored by Boeing. Presented by Boeing?
Presented by the Boeing Company.
Presented by the Boeing Company. Thanks, Nick. But we are here at Oscar's Pizza. I've got my pizza half eaten. We've got some garlic knots. This is the best pizza place in town today, and probably one of my favorites also. But this is Vanessa. I'm Andy. You got Nick, Nathan, Liz, Rin. She's back there. She's right there. Yeah. Hi. And we're going to talk about Rapid React. So hopefully you'll get something out of this, and it'll be good for your team. It's been a couple of years since we've had to do this, so I'm really happy that we're doing it again. I think, as usual with FRC, you got to pick your poison, pick your battle, choose the area that you want to focus on. If you're a low resource, middle resource team, I would be wary of trying to do everything. Be good at one or two things, stick with that, get your practice in, and go compete. That's my advice in general. So what are all the things that teams are going to get to do?
The monkey bars, or whatever they're called.
What are they called? You don't know?
I don't know.
We're learning terms too. So the hanger.
Hanger.
Right? The hanger.
Yeah.
And it's
a great joke. It's like we always call the climbing structure the hanger, but it's never actually called that, except this year it's hanger with an AR, like an airplane hanger. Game themes. Yeah. It's nice that it actually works. Yeah, the climbing bar structure is pretty cool, right? Similar to the 2013 game, Ultimate Ascent, where you had the pyramid to climb. And then the upper hub, a very long distance shot to shoot the cargo in, and also the lower hub.
At this point of strategy, I'm sure your team and our team, we're on separate teams now. I think we're all evaluating point values and cycle times and those types of things as you make your way through a match. Have you guys talked about like point values and cycle times yet?
Yeah, definitely a lot. The big thing that we do is we make sure we take the soup of an FRC game and really understand what all the ingredients are. Before we think about what a mechanism is or what kind of shooter we're going to build, we spend a long time making sure we understand exactly what can happen in a game.
Yeah. And it's really important to look at, there's basically two almost separate sets of points, the ranking points and the match points. And depending on what your goals are at an event or over your season, it may change the priority of what you're trying to do. If you always want at least 3 ranking points, assuming you win, you might do something differently than just trying to win matches.
The original Robot in 3 Days group, RI3D FRC 2022 on YouTube, you can find Barry and Mike talking about not only previous Robot in 3 Days videos or Robot in 3 Days designs, but different designs from robots that competed in prior games that could be applicable to this year's game. I really like the Milwaukee School of Engineering they called it their C shooter. Did you guys see that?
So they're developing it.
So they had 2 high grip wheels. One was an indexer and one was the shooter. I think the shooter was a dually wheel, 2 wheels side by side, and it was taking the ball through this C-shaped path. And their first guess, it was a really basic sheet, but their first guess shot the ball like straight sideways. Yeah. And they kept, this one young lady kept cutting off the plywood every time, and every time she cut it off, it would go, the arc would go higher and higher. You're always surprised on how flat those things launch the ball with that type of a shooting system. These guys were mentioning something that I don't want, especially the newer students and mentors, to miss. I think it's very important to focus on ranking points. Ranking points will rank you, obviously, as you go through the qualification matches, and they're not the same as just winning a match. If you win a match, you get 2 ranking points. If you get enough hanger points, then you get a ranking point. And if you shoot enough balls into the goal, into the hubs, then you get another ranking point. So potentially you get 4 ranking points. So which do you guys think is going to be easier? The ranking point for the hanger or the ranking point for the hub scoring? Obviously that's going to probably change throughout the year. Week 1 might be different than week 7, but I have an idea what I think is easier, but I'm not sure.
I think the proliferation of COTS climbing mechanisms makes the hanging challenge a lot easier than the cargo challenge this year.
I agree.
Yep.
This sort of hanging has been done many, many times. I mean, if you look at how teams mostly hung in 2013, it's going to be the same. You can get a low bar hang, a 4-point hang in this game, really easy, just by driving up to the bar. Just, no actuation, just drive up to the bar, and you can do it if you do it right, just like they did in 2013. So AndyMark, as usual, we're offering game-specific items for teams. We are selling game pieces, the red and the blue cargo. We don't have those in stock yet, but we did take orders for those. It's week 1, and we hope to get those in within the next week. They're actually clearing customs right now, and that's kind of uncertain how fast things clear customs. But that's happening right now, and they're coming into AndyMark very soon. Also, we're selling portions of the upper hub. We have the whole upper hub cone section, and we have the agitator, and we also have the portion of the upper hub that may be most important for teams is the vision ring. Since teams get vision tape in first choice, and they also, a lot of teams have their own vision tape, we did not include vision tape in the upper hub. You can buy that separate as you wish, but we didn't include it because most teams have that on their own. Upper hub, vision ring, agitators, we plan on getting those items out for people who placed orders already within the next 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And then we're opening up orders as our manufacturing ability is available. And we're going to be selling those things throughout January, February, probably even March and April, depending on demand from what the teams want. Also, I'm really happy. I got a new pair of safety glasses, so this is a reminder for you all to be safe out there as you're prototyping. I got these fancy new prescription safety glasses. They're kind of tight on my head, but I like them so far. Be safe as you're doing your prototyping. We'll see you next week at another lunch. But in the meantime, watch for our videos. We're going to come up with more videos on how to use our products and how to play this game. So we'll see you later.